I should think through what I'm going to say. Hey, it's Jeff, and it's Thursday, so it's time for our regularly scheduled Thursday update. And I hope that you had a wonderful week, free of COVID and aches and pains, because I didn't. In fact, it was kind of a crazy week here on the staff. Half our staff tested positive for COVID this week, and so we had to cancel last night's kickoff for our fall Wednesday night family nights. But everything else is back on schedule, back on target. We have enough staff to make Sunday happen as scheduled. So that's the big announcement today, is that if you are wondering if your thing is still scheduled and happening from here forward, the answer is yes. Yes. Sunday will be everything ready to roll and a full service. And no, we're not going to be doing restriction of numbers of people. But last Sunday, we did talk about render to Caesar that which is Caesar's, as well as the afterlife. But the Caesar part is what I wanted to reference, because right now, Caesar is requiring masks when we're indoors. And based on what happened here around on the staff, we think it's probably a good idea. So we're recommending masks if you come this weekend. But we want you to stay home if you're sick, or if somebody in your family is sick. We love you, and we want you to not be sick. And we love you, and we don't want to spread anything to you. So the staff will be wearing masks. But you're welcome to come, and everything will be moving forward as planned, including adult ed, including youth, and including children's ministry. But just be aware that everything will be hyper cleaned and ready to roll, but we're going to have kind of a skeleton crew because of how it's affected our staff. So you can pray for us for that. We want to do what's right, and as that passage says, what belongs to God is what we should give to God, which is us and our hearts. And I just wanted to talk about that a little bit today, because I don't know where your heart is at. And I don't know how it's been for you. I was walking in today to the office and I noticed our grass is green again. It was brown for a lot of the summer and we couldn't figure out why. And we looked at the sprinkler system and everything seemed to be working fine, but it wasn't getting green. And then we realized the problem wasn't out there in what we could see in the grass in the sprinklers. The problem was inside with the timer set up for the sprinkler. So we had to fix that. And now the grass is green again. And I think the metaphor here is, how are you doing inside? Because eventually it'll show outside. And I'm hoping and praying that you are on your knees before the Lord and letting Him make the decisions or lead you in your decisions as you lean into His wisdom about how to manage what's going on in the world and how you respond to it. And so let's remember to love the Lord our God first. That's the most important thing. And put Jesus first. That's the most important thing. And not necessarily what the kingdoms of this world are doing. And love our neighbor as ourselves. That's second. And if we do that right, then we don't have to worry about what Caesar wants or what Caesar thinks is right and what we might not think is right. So let's love God and love our neighbor. That was the point of last Sunday's message, and I have a feeling it's going to be one of the points of this Sunday's message. We'll have to see. And you'll have to see by coming out and being a part of that. Other things that are going on in the life of the church in a couple weeks, September 26th, that's a Sunday, September 26th, Sunday. After the second service, we're going to have another get-together with food. The main dish and desserts will be provided, but if you can carry in your own side dish, that would be great. Why are we doing this? Well, because we're going to be welcoming Pastor Gino and his wife Annette, and we're going to have a big party for them. And also, it is the 2nd year anniversary for Grace Latino, and so we're going to celebrate with them, and they're going to join in, and it'll be a big mutual party, and we want you to be at that. That's the 26th. After the Sunday service. Please RSVP. There will be a link to do that in the weekly email that is coming out tomorrow. There's other things going on. Again, thank you for staying flexible. I have a friend in the Marines. You know, the Marines say Semper Fi for Semper Fidelis, which means always faithful. But he likes to say Semper Gumby, which means always flexible. And so we're operating in kind of a Semper Gumby mode around here this week, and that's okay, because we're finally full-staffed, which means when we're half-staffed, we can still do what we need to do, which is great. So hopefully we'll be back to full strength soon. The rhythm and routine is going to get started. Thank you for being flexible last night when we had to cancel, but everything should be good to go moving forward. So until next time, I'm Jeff, you're you, God is God, Semper Gumby.